Hi everyone, welcome to Frankie Woo Woo, and we are very honored to have Tyler Wilson today. Tyler, do you want to say hi?
Thanks for having me.
Tyler Wilson was drafted by Yankee last year, and very quickly he was promoted to high A in August. So my first question is, what is the biggest adjustment you have to make when you get promoted here as compared to the lower level?
Each level that you go up, even from college to low A when I started the year, there was some adjustments I had to make, my swing mechanics, I had to change some stuff, and just overall the better pitching. It's just the stuff is better, so it takes a little time to get used to it, but you just keep working and eventually you figure it out.
And we can see you perform very well, so I'm sure whatever you're doing, it is working. Can you walk us through a typical game day routine here?
Yeah, game day routine, let's see, I'll wake up probably about 10 or 10:30ish, and then wake up, do my stuff, I'll get some breakfast, I'll probably get to the field at around 12:30 on a regular day. Then I'll go in, I'll eat my breakfast, I'll get changed. I might get a lift in before the day starts. And after that, we'll have some meetings for hitters and pitchers and all that stuff. So after meetings, we'll do a team warm up, and then it kind of splits up into groups. So you might have hitting first, or you might have defense first, and then once that's finished, then you take on-field BP. And then after on-field BP, you get some lunch in, and then after lunch, you do some more hitting, and then you get ready for the game, so it's a long day.
Yeah, that sounds really packed and one by one. So after the game, you just mostly fall asleep. It's been a long day.
Yeah, after the game, you're just ready to go back, eat some dinner, and then just lie down and relax for a little bit before you go to sleep.
So during a non-game day, would that be easier?
Maybe me and a couple guys might grab some dinner together, but besides that, you're just recovering and just relaxing the whole day.
Yeah, and in minor league, because sometimes you need to travel a long distance as well. So even that's a non-game day, but maybe you spend most of the time in the bus. Right?
Yeah, I mean, we're lucky. Well, the way we do it is, if it is a away game, we'll travel that morning. So we get a full day off, which is nice in a way.
Most of our audience in our channel is based in Taiwan, and we know you have very strong connection with Taiwan. We know your father, Steve Wilson, played in the Taiwan Professional League in 97, 98, and you are also born in Taiwan. So I wanted to ask you, did you still follow the Taiwan baseball, and how does that connection affect you?
I haven't really gotten a chance to follow Taiwanese baseball. I mean, I grew up in Taiwan. I lived there till I was about 9, but I didn't really start playing baseball till I moved to the U.S. Yeah, I didn't start playing Little League till I moved to the U.S., so there's not much that I know about the Taiwanese Baseball League, but come from Taiwan and, where I am now, and seeing that there's a small fan base is pretty cool, and people like you that are still keeping in contact with me, I think it's pretty cool.
Have you heard about the culture of baseball in Taiwan, and do you feel like that's very different compared to here? Or
I think over there they love baseball more. It's kind of like Japan.
Yeah.
Japan and Taiwan are kind of similar, where baseball's a huge thing over there.
Yeah.
But whereas in the U.S. you're not only baseball, you got football, basketball.
True.
Hockey. You got
a lot of competing sports.
Yeah, I feel like Japan and Taiwan, baseball is the main sport there, so everybody kind of gathers around baseball, which is really cool.
Have you had the chance to connect with other Taiwanese player who has the career here currently in the States as well?
Yeah, actually the guy who pitched for the Pirates tonight, Chang, I met him last year when I first got drafted, and I played the final month with the Tarpons down in Florida. So that's when I first met him, but besides him, maybe the guy from the Cardinals, Chen Wei Lin, I met him a couple times through a summer ball, actually. The lefty for the A's, my little brother, Ling Lian.
Oh yeah!
He played for the
U18. I know your brother played for the Team Taiwan, so that was really nice. Do you have any message that you want to share with the fans in Taiwan?
Just thank you guys for all your support, and just hopefully we can all be in this journey together. And
I didn't mean to put you on the spot, but did you speak Mandarin since you stay in Taiwan till now?
一点点，我有很多我都忘记了，像我都不会看，还不会写，但是讲还可以，然后听 还可以。
你讲得非常好，
是是。
但是写字 it's really hard。
在家里的时候，我跟我的妈妈都会练习，所以我不会忘记。
很棒，很棒。
So how do you feel like when you're 9 years old and transfer to here, like totally different educational?
Yeah, it was definitely a culture shock. I mean, everything's different, you know, from just going to a place where I knew everybody and I knew everything to completely a whole new country halfway across the world with, and I don't really know English, to a whole new language. So it was definitely hard at first, but you know, in the end, it was definitely for the best.
About this journey, like how do you transfer into US and then grew up and then into the NCAA and then come into the MLB system?
The plan was so me and my brother could play baseball and go to school at the same time and get an education. And so it just kind of worked out that I played good enough to get drafted. I mean, that's really about it.
Since you talk about NCAA, I heard you had the injury, so that you have to switch your position from being a catcher to have the position as an outfielder and first base. Was that very challenging for you to switch positions?
Yeah, that was hard for me because I grew up being a catcher and I love catching. And so I had a shoulder surgery in high school that kind of limited my abilities as a catcher. You know, I had a really good arm before my injury. And so after the surgery, you know, it just never came back. And, you know, when you want to do something so bad, but your body's not letting you, I just kind of started to hate it. So the main thing for me was I knew I could hit. I was always a pretty good hitter. So it's just, you know, kind of reshaping myself into a different type of athlete, someone who could, you know, play more positions and, you know, being a switch hitter who I think I could hit, you know, that brings value. So that was kind of the plan going forward.
So under what kind of situation you choose, you want to switch from left to right or from right to left?
I play where they tell me. Yeah, I don't have a say in that. But I just know the more positions I play, the better.
Did you notice any difference when you are playing in NCAA and then as compared to joining as a professional baseball player?
Everything's just tougher here, you know, it's just, we play, I think, triple the games they play in college, and, you know, it's just the competition overall is so much better. I mean, it's going to be the same thing as you move up levels. So
just so happy to see you, even though you have this injury, but you overcome this and then really shined as what you are today. So it's very happy to see that. Just one last question. It is actually our first time in Hudson Valley. So do you have any recommendation for us to food-wise,
food-wise? Do you guys like tacos?
Yeah.
A place called Hudson Taco. It's like right on the river.
Okay.
That's really good. I'll recommend that. And then if you guys want to see like some sightseeing stuff, the Vanderbilt Mansion. He pretty much kind of started the whole railroad system. Whole mansion and this whole property is like a museum now, which is pretty cool. I thought that's cool. So
that sounds very cool. Yeah, we are always very into history, so thank you for that recommendation.
I'll check that out, though.
Sounds good, sounds good. That's the end of our interview, and then so you have some small injury, so we hope you have a very quick recovery and have a very fruitful and very healthy season next year.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tyler, again.
Thank you, Tyler.
Thank you. Bye, everybody.